I haven't seen the floor in 4 years.
Compulsive hoarding.
Can you see the poop on the top over there?
Is a growing, hidden problem.
This is definitely a biohazard clean.
It's estimated to affect 6% of Americans.
There's bottles of urine in here.
And up to 3 million people in the UK.
She's got no use of her bathroom.
But when things get this serious...
We got to a stage where I just wanted to end my life because I'd had enough.
The experts need to take action.
It's not good. It's not good at all. And this woman really needs our help.
Behind the ordinary-looking exterior of this flat in Birmingham lies a potentially life-threatening secret.
There's a lot of people who have such a terrible time just to get rid of a piece of paper. I'm not that sort of hoarder. My hoarding's more of like so much stressed out with my anxiety and my depression that I've ended up having a lot of stuff that, you know, I just think, well, I need to get rid of it, and I never do because my mentality cannot just cope with it. But yes, I do class myself as one. A lot of people deny it, but I don't.
But Sally hasn't always been a hoarder.
I mean, I've been in the flat 15 years. Things do get untidy, but, you know, I used to vacuum and clean, you know, and I looked after 6 cats at the time. It actually started middle of 2010. My cat passed away, all of a sudden, had a heart attack. I was reeling from him with my depression and anxiety. Then I started going out with someone, was having problems with him, and then another cat passed away, you know, had cancer. And then my mum had a stroke, and it's just sort of like snowballed from there, and it would just build up, and then it gets to a stage where, you know, you can't cope anymore.
Sally's hoarding has become so bad that she's been threatened with eviction.
The council got involved. They'd had notifications of people saying they could smell something, but then the council suggested, would I consider someone coming in? It's scary, it's depressing, and it's frightening. My anxiety was through the roof, but it needed to be done because obviously I was going to lose my flat.
Thankfully, she's found someone to help. Specialist cleaning firm N Gervais.
We offer a domestic cleaning service, and through that we had people contacting us to do what they call then house clearances. But then what we were finding were people like Sally that needed somebody to come in and help declutter the house. So that's how it started. And then we found that as we went along, it became more extreme.
Well, what I'm about to do is get to the back of the living room in order to open the door to let fresh air in. It's going to be a mission, but it's got to be done because there's no air here. When I come in, it's the smell. It's the piles and piles of black bags, which I believe is rubbish. So outside's pretty messy, but that's the least of our problems at the moment. There's an overspill here of her bits and bobs, which has basically just got to go. Another problem that we've got here is the fact that she can't get into her kitchen. The door can neither open or close because of the amount of things that's in front of it. This is Sally's toilet and bathroom. I don't know if you can see the cobwebs up there. I think she's got use of her toilet now, but she's definitely not got use of her bathroom. Her cats are in there. I don't want to let them out. Oh. Everybody deserves to be able to use their bathroom. Okay. Can you see the poop on the top over there? That's all cat feces. So it's pretty bad in here. This is definitely a biohazard clean. It's not good at all. And this woman really needs our help.
Majority of us have some form of care background, whether it be mental health, learning difficulties, or working for the NHS.
I'm a hoarding specialist, and that's great because I've got OCD myself, but on the other end. So it's really fulfilling to me to clean someone's house and get it back how it should be. To me, that's great.
That's all the cat food, isn't it?
I know it's all the cat food, but
Get the boxes out.
wait, you've got cat food everywhere though, haven't you?
The hardest problem of the process is basically all of it. You've got strangers coming in, you know, going through your stuff. It's dirty, messy. You know, you're embarrassed of what you've done for those people to deal with it.
It's a mental health condition. We take the time
To get to know
to
them.
get to know them and their things. It's not a house clearance.
Exactly.
And we try to respect that.
Some of the books have been eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's carpet bugs. Because I didn't know what to see. There's one there. There's a baby one there. I mean, I need to be here to see, you know, what they're getting rid of, and they'll be asking me questions, and that was my biggest anxiety. No way could I have that happen.
So I've given Sally a job. I've made her start making up cardboard boxes for things that she wants to keep. What you're going to do for me is go through your bags and throw away any rubbish, any packaging you don't need, and any boxes you don't need. Right, so can you do that for me?
Yes, that's
right,
fine.
good, okay.
I just feel very disgusted with myself. I had no help, and I was being pulled and pushed from everybody. You know, and it got to a stage where I just wanted to end my life because I'd had enough. You know, I couldn't cope anymore. So that's why, you know, I need to have it sorted, and that's what we're doing now.
Since her cat Mikey died in her bed 8 weeks ago, Sally has been sleeping in the hallway.
I just couldn't face going to bed anymore. So I basically got a round chair, which I put there, and as you can see, it's been rubbing. I have a fire here to keep me warm. I have a footstool, and I put my feet up, and I sleep in the chair with a blanket over me, and I've been doing that for the last 2 months. So it's the strange thing is it's much more comfier than my bed, because obviously with everything cluttered on my bed, I used to have just about, I don't know, 2 foot, if that, of sleeping space, and then the cats would be by me as well, so it was very uncomfortable. And as I suffer with carpet bugs, they actually be crawling over the bed, and you'd have them crawling over your legs, so it was not very nice. That's what happens when you're a hoarder. You have to find somewhere to sleep, because there's nowhere else to sleep.
Meanwhile, T has made an alarming discovery.
This is 4 years worth of kitty litter. Instead of emptying it, she's got more fresh kitty litter and then put it on top. It started from here, so I don't know if you can see this bit here, and it came up like a mountain and ended here, and that's how it's been all the way round. So we've obviously dug through and we've got to this section now, so hopefully this is the last little bit of kitty litter until we get back into the living room. Because they're digging up the kitty litter and it's dust basically, we don't want the dust to come up and we're inhaling it. So the best thing we do is spray it down. So instead of using water, we're using chlorine instead.
Perhaps even more alarming, it's not just animal waste lying among the rubbish.
Right, stop. These bottles here I don't want you to step on, because apparently these are the bottles that she was weaning. She was ill a few years ago. She started to wean the bottles. She's told us that the bottles are in this room.
I suffer with bladder problems, the stress of incontinence. I couldn't even get to the toilet in time, so I started having accidents, obviously. And it got to a stage where I was filling up bottles of urine more than I was getting rid of them.
We're nowhere near the floor at the moment. You think we are, but we're not. There's a mountain of kitty litter in here, mixed with urine and kitty poop. And we've got to shovel through this. I don't know how long this has been here, but I'd say 4 years. My prime concern is that she gets her home back and able to use everywhere correctly. I think it'll take about 2 weeks to clean the whole flat. It's all about the manpower, really.
And Sally is looking forward to the transformation.
My sister and my brother-in-law come up and do them a dinner and things like that. So and having my mum back round again, that's the sort of things I'm looking forward to. Be able to socialise with my family more than anything else. So yes, that's what I'm happy about.
It's 6 months since the clean began, but has Sally avoided falling back into her old ways? Since the clean, T and Kaz have been checking regularly on Sally's welfare.
Sally has been amazing. She's stayed positive throughout. She's always happy, always smiling. Even when she thinks, oh my God, we're not going to get it finished, we do.
Well, when you first came, obviously you couldn't actually get into the kitchen. All you could actually do was just get the gap of the door. So it's a big difference now because rubbish was piled up to here. Everywhere was completely full of rubbish.
It's totally different now.
And the thing is, you've maintained it, which is great, because
Yeah. I still
a lot
have
of people after a couple of months,
yeah,
they start to go back to their old ways.
especially with what I've just been going through as well.
With what's happened with her mum, the passing of her mum and everything, I don't know how she's done it, but she's really pulled through.
My life's improved dramatically. I feel a lot healthier, a lot happier, even though I still suffer with depression and anxiety. Passing of my mum has only been recently. Because of the state of how I'm living now, I can handle it more, and it got to a stage where if my mum had passed away and I was still living in the same situation I was, I don't think I'd be here now, to be honest. Feels strange, but you know, because you get used to it after 4.5, 5 years of it. But now it's all clear. You still come around the corner and I still have a shock, to be honest, thinking, wow, it's gone, it's all gone.
Oh, we're so proud of her. We're so proud of what she's achieved. We shall be visiting Sally for the next 12 to 18 months, but I reckon 18 months at least, so that she's got that support
And aftercare.
and aftercare. But it's like visiting an old friend, so it's quite enjoyable.
There's millions of people out there that's living like I was, you know, and if they can see me and say, she's done it, then maybe they can do it themselves. But they have to have the right mindset at the end of the day. And because the girls helped me, I've become back to my old self. I mean, they're not just cleaning service, I see them as family. I love them to bits, I really do.